An admin for, oh, here we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, starting again after a technical difficulty. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Special Olympic Region Clean Air Agency meeting for December 13th. We are here for one business item, and that's to consider a contract for prospective executive director candidate Jeff Johnston. Is everybody okay with the agenda as it stands?
Good.
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone feel the need to do introductions? We all know each other. It's Monday morning. Let's move to our business, if that's okay. Debbie, can you get that from the participant list, or do you need us for the minutes?
I got it. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. So that takes us to one item of unfinished business. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because there were two grammatical corrections that I made since I sent the contract to you on Friday. So Nick, hopefully I have. Yep, I do. So do you see this one I'm scrolling?
It's very small.
Okay, I'll zoom it. I can fix that. Is that better?
Unchanged.
Didn't change.
Oh, okay. That means I'm sharing the wrong one. Hang on here. I have a different another copy open too. So okay, how's that? Do you see it move?
Oh, there.
There we go.
Is it moving when I move?
Yes.
Okay, now I have the right one. Is it big enough?
Yes.
Okay. So in front of us, we have a proposed contract with Jeff Johnston to be our executive director starting February 1st. I had a really nice negotiation with Jeff, some support from the personnel committee and Jeff Myers from our legal firm. And it went really well. I'm really enjoying getting to know Jeff Johnston, and I just want to say thank you to everyone involved with the negotiations this week. The main items in the contract that are substantive, besides the legal considerations for both parties, are the salary and the leave, and then the term of the contract, which we actually modeled after. Jeff did a little bit of research and brought us the Northwest Clean Air Agency contract, which had some really nice rolling language for the contract that allowed both parties a little bit of leeway in updating the contract so that it would be automatically renewed and not have a time period where we have to crunch to, kind of like get your lease renewed before the end of your rent, if you will. So since Friday, there have been two. I also want to say that the rolling term was something that Jeff and I negotiated around quite a bit. And, really, I want to say that that's out of respect for Jeff leaving the 16-year career to come and take a risk on us. I think it's a good risk for him and a good risk for us. But we really wanted to show in the contract that we intended to have a long-term relationship with him. And then this wasn't something that was going to sunset immediately, and that we have both the ability to do, evaluation and course correction along the way. And then we also have a very clear severability for either party based on convenience, and then an opportunity, if ever necessary, for the ORCAA board to sever the contract for cause. There's two updates that I'll show you that Cynthia proposed. Cynthia, I didn't do all of your updates because Jeff and I have talked about doing a new vehicle for this contract later this year and updating and rewriting the whole thing. So I didn't want to go into that level, but I did do the two that were more grammatical. So I have them here in track changes for you. So under section 7, which is termination, I updated the word terminated to be terminates with an S, and I'll just leave it there and make sure I get a nod from Jeffrey Myers.
And which clause is that in?
So it's in the termination clause.
In E. Okay.
Yeah. See the red S?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's appropriate there. I was looking up at C and I wouldn't, and you didn't make the change there, which is good.
No, that's correct. And then the last one was under indemnification. The rest of the document was gender neutral, so I switched out the word his for there. Okay. This is also a section that we didn't have in our contract with Fran, so we added this in. It's mostly covered by law, but we wanted to make it clear for Jeff at his request that we are there to support each other when we're all doing the right thing. So with that, I can. Does anyone have specific questions about the language? I want to open it up for discussion, but it might be easier without sharing the document. So anybody have language questions or things they want to look at in the contract while I have it on the screen? Okay, so I'm stopping the share and I'll just open it up and see what comments or questions folks have before we consider this.
I don't have any more. I gave you my comments.
No questions or comments?
I'm good.
Okay. Carolina, are you anything on your end?
No comments on my end. Thank you.
Okay, so with that, I would be looking for a motion to authorize the board chair to execute a contract with Jeffrey C. Johnston, appointing him as our executive director beginning February 1st. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I realize my motion didn't specify this contract. Is it good enough for business, Jeff, or should I do it again?
I think that's good.
Okay. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
I,
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Oh, that was an affirmative, correct, Carolina? Just to make sure.
Yes.
Okay, we got it. So hearing no opposed, motion carries unanimously. We have appointed a new executive director. Congratulations, Jeff.
Congratulations, Jeff. Welcome on board.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Thank you, Jim, for working with me last week on updating the contract. I'm glad. I think we ended up in a place that hopefully we can all be happy with. And frankly, I'm honored and I'm humbled to be chosen to be the next executive director of ORCAA. It's a big responsibility, and I'm really excited to get started on February 1st and to be working with all of you, the board, working Fran with you as you transition out and with the staff. So really excited about the journey ahead.
Us too, Jeff. It's really been a pleasure, and I'm certain that you'll be negotiating well on our behalf after this experience in the last week. I really appreciate it. So, and then we will, of course, spend some time in January, probably both at our board meeting and maybe some other celebration celebrating Fran and her time in service. We also, Jeff, just so you know, I know staff are already starting on an onboarding plan. And so they'll be reaching out to you probably even before you start looking at scheduling at least that first couple of weeks, so
Great.
we can get appointments on the calendar so you know what you're coming into.
Yeah.
And then Dan Nelson, I'm going to ask you to see if you can pen a press release for this that we can get out in the next couple of days across the region. It should probably have a quote from Fran and a quote from Jeff and a quote from myself in there. And if you want to give a shot at that, everyone else can either wordsmith or replace the tone or the content that you'd like us to talk about, or feel free to give me a call if you want to talk that through. But Dan, does that work in your schedule in the next couple of days?
Yeah, I can easily do that.
Okay.
And if you want to draft a quote and send it to me, that might be the easiest thing. That way it's in your words and cleared by you.
Okay.
For all three of you, actually.
Okay, so Fran and Jeff, if you can, talk about your both coming in and going out for a sentence or two, and send that to Dan, and then Dan, I'll try and get you something today too.
Perfect. I should have that by tomorrow if I get those quotes, and we can get it out this week.
Great. I'll keep an eye out for it then. Thank you. I'm just thinking about if there's anything else I need to do. I think that covers it. We have a new executive director. We'll have some plans for celebrating our outgoing executive director. And is there anything else for the good of the order?
Jeff, if you could send me a picture of yourself as well
Sure,
There you
I
go.
will send, yep, I will send you one, Dan.
and include a couple pounds of morel mushrooms if you've got them.
Ooh.
It's the wrong time of year, Dan, for morels, maybe some chanterelles, but
You don't dry them?
well, that's true, but I don't think I've got a few pounds of dried morels in my pantry, unfortunately.
Well, and I just for the good order, the order want to thank Councilmember Pratt one more time for her service to the Clean Air Agency. 12 years is a lot, and we're gonna miss you.
I'll miss you too. So
Thanks a lot for helping us cover the head seat on the way out. We really appreciate all that extra lift.
Thank you,
Thank
Cindy.
Okay, with no further business before the Clean Air Agency, we are adjourned. So Jeff, keep an eye out for a contract to sign from me.
Will do. And
Okay.
thank you all again.
Take care.
bye-bye.
Okay.
Thanks.
Great.
Debbie, oh,
Yeah.
do you have like DocuSign or what's the best way to get this signed?
That's a really good question.
I mean, I can just sign it in a PDF and send it to him that way and CC you.
We can do that. That's fine.
Okay. Do I need to CC anyone else other than you?
No, that's fine.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and accept those two changes and then get that moving right away.
Perfect. Thanks, Jim.
Okay. Thank you both so much. This is really exciting.
It is. I'm really pleased. Great outcome. Thank you. Great job, Jim. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, it went well. I'm happy. So thanks a lot. Take care.
Okay, see you. Bye.